Well, hey boys, welcome back to today's video. And today we're gonna do our version of a POV drive. We're gonna have everything off, heat turned down, the radio on, maybe the windows open a little bit here and there. We're just gonna drive. We're gonna take you guys on a nice POV drive in the Passat today. Feel like that is the moves, and that's gonna be the moves. But right now I'm in gravel. I'm hoping the camera stays, by the way. I have a setup right now. It's on the, I'm using the phone. It's on our vlogging stick that we have, and it's like over the seat. So it seems secure. Obviously, we'll see how secure it stays. But essentially, I'm gonna talk a little bit, but for the most part, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna use sequential a little bit. So with that being said, welcome to today's video, and let's have a little bit of fun. And you guys can also, perfect opportunity for you guys to hear how this Raceland suspension sounds. And it is tilted. I knew it would be. I hope you stay. And the camera fell down. How wonderful. So I'm trying to find a setup right now. I'm pulled over on the side of the road. And we'll get this driving started once I figure this out. So I had it leaning over this. So I had like the pegs, like I had two pegs that way and I had one peg this way, and I tried to tighten it securely, and it was pretty tight. But the second I started kind of turning the car a little bit, kind of like this, the whole thing started to just tilt. All right, I think I got it. It's pretty tight. I'm trying to move it right now, and it's not really moving. I put the headrest down on top of it. Let's do this. That looks pretty damn secure. Yeah, your boy's good at this. Let's go. Let's go. Oh Jesus, I'm nervous. Start, and it stayed. Boys, it freaking stayed. Let's go. Get hyped. Get hyped. This is what happens when you don't have a GoPro setup. This is why we always recommend get a GoPro setup. We will have one soon. As I always say, if it fits, it ships. If it works, it works. So if I can make it work, that's all that matters. A little clunky. There we go. First little send. This car performs so well. It's got decent handling, It's got a lot better handling now with the suspension on it. That's like the one plus about the suspension. It does give you a lot better handling, but it's got raw power, and I love it. I mean, is it super quick off the line? No, because it's front wheel drive and it's a little heavy. But when this thing gets going, it gets going, and it's got power. And that's what I love about it. Also, yes, Adam is not here with us today. Sorry about that. But that is okay. He's been off. He's been doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Business stuff, racing stuff. He's been off. So I've been able to, luckily, not been doing too much stuff. He's been able to take over the channel for a little while and figure everything out. That means when he really comes back full time, hopefully we can get some bike content, maybe some new car content at some point, and we'll get the ball rolling on our new projects that are coming up in the near future. Which is good, because we're excited for those. But right now, like I said, we've been kind of in a downtime funk the last 3 to 4 months, and it just happens. So bear with us as we're trying to find some fun content for you boys. But I figured this would be a cool video because you guys can enjoy basically this car just being driven. You've never really seen this car being driven in this kind of perspective. So now you get to see that. Still gets me sometimes, boys, I'll tell you. Here we go. Here's where it gets a little bumpy. It's a bump sequence number 1. Plug. Nothing too crazy, but still, boys, it's a little iffy, I'll tell you. It's just a little bit iffy, if you will. Just a tad bit there, mate. It's just a tad bit iffy. Mate, it's just a tad bit iffy. But but the downshifts are just splendid. Jesus Christ, freaking shooting me out. We've really talked about this car for a long time, but we've never really, and you've seen me drive it in the vlogs, but we've never done raw driving footage. So that's the reason why we're doing that today. That way you guys can really see how this car handles, performs, even though I'm not on the track yet, which that will be coming at some point, hopefully. I'm looking for a track day. I'm hitting up other companies. I'm looking. It's just taking a little bit more time than expected. But the goal is to just kind of show you guys what this car can do just on a main road. Because if you were to buy this car and do the things I did to it, you're not going to drive it on a track every day. You're going to daily drive it. So it's very important to see how this car daily drives, and that is the goal today. Really feel the bumps on this road. Insert the Jeopardy music. The bumps are pretty freaking gnarly in this car, I'll tell you. They are gnarly, very clunky. Very, very clunky. And it's okay. You know, it's like I said in the video of the suspension when I was talking about should you lower your Passat or not, when I was talking about the suspension. I still rather have it lowered than have it on the stock suspension. It still drives so much better. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it really all depends how much our clunk's going to get to your head. At first, they got to my head. Now, I mean, I make noises. I like, usually when I go over clunks now, I go, ooh, ooh. Like, I make funny noises and stuff. I don't concern too much about it or freak out or get really irritated. So it's all up to how you feel about it, how you think you would feel. Really? What the hell? Woo! Boys, we just got into an accident. Somebody cut over. Oh man. And I got that on the vlog. Woo! That is how people drive in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Because we're in Mass right now. The guy in a BMW just cut right over. And then when I went over, like to get away from, there was a guy, that guy I was behind in the red Volkswagen was behind me now. And it was, oh, sorry, it wasn't a guy, it was a woman. And she was right there. And I cut her off because he was cutting in. I would just, whole thing. Yeah. But that's normal around here. That happens a lot. But I'm going to do a lot more clips now, just doing it from my hand, just doing it from like this perspective instead of doing it from that perspective. But this was the perspective that you just saw, boys. I had it over the seat, and my plan, because remember how it was falling? My plan was, as I had it over the seat, what I did was I brought it down so it basically closes it on the stick, and it ended up being perfect because what it was doing was it was slipping, but what I did was I closed this onto the stick, and it didn't move. It secured it perfectly. So it was a really good idea to think about. I was almost screwed because I didn't have any other idea. Like, I was like, this thing's just gonna keep tipping and falling. I mean, I have no other thing to do. It's just gonna keep falling, and it's just a whole thing. Ah, the fun perspective. All right, let's see how good this comes out. Oh, we got a Cummins. Nice diesel. Nice diesel. All right, let's see how people drive on the way home. We're gonna go window open with most of this. Just a crack, nothing crazy. Nothing too serious, boys. Nothing too serious. You know, I'm not really sure how to feel about how that diesel sounds. I'm not really sure how to feel. It's okay. Oh, relax there, big guy. Relax there, Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns. Boys gotta get over. bumps. Now, I mean, who knows? You guys may not live in a state where there's a lot of bumps, so you may not have to worry about it. I live in a state where there's a lot of bumps, so I do kind of have to worry about it, which is the unfortunate aspect of that. But there's nothing I can do about it. Look at the beautiful trees. Oh, this thing is so loud. What I like about it is the motor. The motor really screams, especially with the exhaust. Without the exhaust, it didn't really scream as much. This motor screams so much more than it did before. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Oh, I got the sun in my eyes now. Woo-hoo. Sick. See, it's pretty calm and drive. See what I'm saying, boys? Like, it's calm. It's a good vibe. You just drive it, you're just chilling, and that's pretty much it. Pretty nice. For 202,000 miles, I think. I can check. 281. Wow. Yeah. Let's just say I have that little thing to hide the miles so I don't have to see it. Because that's a lot of freaking miles. But anyways, boys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Also, we just hit 100 subscribers. Oh my God, thank you so much for all the support. We love and appreciate you guys. It is exciting. It is awesome. 100 down. We appreciate the 100 subs. We appreciate the love and the support that we've gotten so far in these 8 crazy months of us vlogging and having project builds and then not having project builds and creating new ones and trying to get new ones. Just thank you for sticking with us, boys. We love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Love you.